So we're setting the current note. How do we get that note down into the form now? So state.current note is getting set on main. We want to load that note into the form. What do we do? Just pass the current note as a prop. Seems reasonable enough. So inside main, inside render, here's NoteForm. Just pass current note equals this dot state dot current note. Then down in NoteForm, I now have props being passed in, right? Now what? Okay, good for me. Refresh. Let's click one. Let's look in my React DevTools. Let's look at the form, NoteForm, props. There you go. I do have current note in my props. What do I do with it? Oh, come on. What do I do with it? Like you mean it, Grace. Now we're talking grit, right? Show it on the dang page. Input. We want the title in here, right? So how about we put value equals props, not this dot props, right? Because this one isn't a class. Props dot current note dot title. Is that much work? Holy smokes, the whole thing exploded. Why did it explode? Cannot read property title of null. Cannot read property title of null. So what's it saying is null? Whatever's to the left of the dot, right? Props.current note is null. Because when you first load the page, it is null. We could set it to an empty note to start with. That's one way we could deal with this. So current note, instead of starting out as null, I could say ID null, title empty string, body empty string. Okay, not exploding anymore. Now what happens if I click one? Hey, it puts the title in there. So how about we do the same with text area? Now in a text area in HTML, it's actually the content, right? You don't put value. But this is not HTML. This is JSX. And here we do use value. So name equals body, value equals props dot current note dot body. I see I've got some problems. Cannot read property body of undefined. Current note, doofus. Let's do that again. I should troubleshoot out loud. Cannot read property body of undefined. So what's it think is undefined? Props.current node. Look at that. Undefined, not null. It's different than before. So I see that I just totally mistyped the name of my prop. All right. Not bad. Yeah. So if you look at your React DevTools, do you see state changing and everything? Do you see the prop coming into your NoteForm component? If you use your React DevTools, find NoteForm, and look at its props, do you see it changing? It is? Then your problem's got to be in your JSX. Maybe you forgot to save. Or you've got a small problem in your JSX. We'll look in a sec. Load a note. Load the current note into the form, into NoteForm. Load the current note into NoteForm.